Okay, this will be a challenging one. A bit dirty. Hopefully it won't have COVID on it. Oh shit. Hate fucking COVID. Coronavirus. Big time. Big ticket news item. Taking up the very valuable airspace. Does get a bit much, folks. I'm really missing a loved one, and I'm trying to get this stuff on free-to-air TV, on the primetime news. It's just proven really difficult. Alright, let's see what we have. We've got two of them, but we're going to need only one. We got here a pair of pumps. I think, no, they're not pumps, they're slippers, or maybe just shoes. We're interested. I'm just thinking which one's the best. I'm actually thinking that one's the best. I'm just going to concentrate on that area there. But basically I'm trying to get this video stuff out on TV, and it's not easy trying to get the news channels interested in something that's different and not as close, because most mainstream news, they like to stick with what they know will reliably bring ratings, and they're not likely to want to try anything adventurous. This kind of video work, I don't think I've ever seen it on anything like it for some reason, but they still like to be established. I've dropped discs off of some Descript to all the channels that reside in Sydney, all the big channels, and I still haven't, now that looks brilliant, and I still haven't heard back that anything's gone to air. I'm now just going to put these on the floor. I'm just going to stick them on the floor. I'm just going to put them aside. But basically, I do get a bit miffed about the idea that my stuff isn't going to make it to the news channels. It's not the usual type of video work. Most channels like to keep the establishment of things, keep the status quo maybe, I guess that's probably a good way of putting it. And they just don't like trying anything different because they're frightened it's probably not going to work. This stuff is underground. I acknowledge it, folks, that what I'm doing is underground work. I'm attempting to bring it into the mainstream, which is very difficult. Even musicians who've got an underground movement often have this problem dealing with trying to get into the charts away from purely doing any gigging. So I'm going to try that again. I'm not making any money out of what I do here, folks. It costs. I have very little money at my disposal. I'm not rich, and I'm trying to do stuff and trying to make a difference. I'm trying to make some kind of I'm trying to break into the mainstream. I'm not rich. It's not just about Luigi. It's about trying to make myself an established artist without giving into the establishment of things. I know my dad would respect me, and my brother would respect me even if I could just get into the news. So I'm not happy being without. Luigi and being alone and feeling like I can't trust my brother and my father because they're assholes who don't agree with what I do. They don't like my artistic practice, and that's an insult because this is basically who I am and what I do best. This is my talent, folks. This is what I have to offer to the world is this. And I know that my dad and my brother don't respect what I do. They don't. They fucked. They're fuckwits. Now that looks really quite nice, this one. Wondering if we could use this, if maybe we could enlarge it to there. But I really get lonely without Luigi, and it's really difficult trying to do something, to try and make something of what I'm good at that has been so seriously underrated, including myself. I know I wanted to be a technician. I wanted to be a photocopier technician because that's easier to make money off that than it is to be an artist. Artistic, most artists are not rich. They don't make it. It doesn't become an actual career for a lot of artists, and that includes myself. So I'm wondering if maybe that is what we're going to use. I don't know if it's going to look any good, but we'll see. So let's see how big we're going to make it. But basically it's not an easy thing trying to be an artist. The arts are not typically respected, and it's only big ticket artists that get the exhibitions in the big galleries, and people like myself can't even win a fucking competition, let alone exhibit in a big art gallery and get money for it. I'm not a very good salesperson, so trying to make money off art is a loss. So I'm trying to use the primetime news as a springboard to getting some kind of, I'm going to leave that, some kind of success. I don't have any respect for the art galleries. I don't feel they care about people like myself who are disabled, and they just think that I fucking am a piece of shit that hasn't got a place in the art gallery world. I don't belong to the establishment, folks. I don't function very well. They don't fucking want to make a difference to someone who's less fortunate. I used to try and promote my stuff by going to art galleries, and I never got anything out of it. So I'm now we have social media, we can now self-promote, and self-promotion is the only way I'm going to get any fucking respect. And I've always been a self-promoter. I've never been a person that likes to wait. But I know I should have perhaps tried to sell my work at galleries, but I couldn't afford. Back then I had even less money, and I couldn't afford to rent a space and get my pictures framed and mounted and all that sort of shit. So my work has just been sitting primarily in boxes. I've got loads of boxes now from what I'm doing here. and I estimate each page that I print out is worth less than the paper and the toner that is consumed, and that is 2 cents a page is my estimate. That's how much this work is currently worth on the market. 2 cents a fucking page. Grovelling shit. But I've got to keep my chin up and keep going at it and try to make it worth something. Anyway, that looks interesting. Probably not the greatest, but I think now we can call it quits.